Welcome everybody to the Event Rental Professional channel. Susanna de Beer here, and today we're going to talk about getting really ready for it's a last minute prep for your event rental business. For us, our busy season is going to kick off in about 2 to 3 weeks, yeah, and then our long weekend has happened here in Canada, and that's really when our flow starts to happen, and it's like a switch goes off. Wherever you are, that timing might be different, so of course keep that in mind. So for businesses like mine up here, where we are above freezing temperatures. For those of you that are on Fahrenheit, we're now probably around the 40 to 45 mark. It's time that we can actually now go outside and do some of the cleaning. So certain things that we would like to get prepared for are making sure that all of our equipment, we have our stock done, we have our replacement bits and pieces needed that we use throughout the season. So these are things that we want to now take a last minute stroll around your warehouse and take a look and see exactly what it is that you're missing. So today we're gearing up for our busy season in the event rental business with events on the rise. It's crucial to ensure everything is ready to go. So let's dive into the essentials and let's go through at least a partial list, if not a good starting list for your business, to make sure that you are also ready. So first up, let's talk about our folding chairs. Most of us have multiple styles of folding chairs, so we need different parts and replacement pieces to be able to be ready in case something happens. So folding chairs, the standard folding chairs that we carry are black ones and white ones. And the things that we need really throughout the season is the hinges sometimes break, and then we have replacement screw bolt system that we'll put in place to get us through to the end of the season, because sometimes we are just sold out, right? And we need these chairs to be in production. Another big tip for us is I always own 10 more chairs than what our inventory shows. Why do I do this? It is to account for the lost ones. It's account for the hinges that break. It's to account for a customer that may return late. Ideally, there'd be less than 10 that they have, obviously. I know we will adjust our inventory along the way. However, as an owner, I'm extremely diligent on that because I know the repercussions. But from the standpoint of certain employees, they don't care as much as you do, right? Oh, it's just one chair. Oh, it's just one. Well, by the end of 2 months, it might be 5 chairs. And then all of a sudden you think you have 10 extra, but you really only have 5. So these are the reasons why I do that. The replacement plastic feet covers, those are very important. I always order a couple 100 of them at the beginning of the season. I have them there for my black. I have them there for my white. They do come in other colors. It's just I don't carry other colors, so I only order those 2. The other thing I have always quite a few spare is the folding resin chairs with the seat pad, the replacement seat pad. You have no idea how many have come back with a tear or a rip, or somebody's had them at a paint party and now they're pink. And like, who wants a pink seat pad at a wedding, right? So things like that. So these are all already stocked, ready to go, ready to be pulled when needed. Okay, so let's move on to, ratchet straps. We have different ones for different purposes. We carry the 16-foot ones for in the truck. Some of them are 12, but the majority are 16 feet, just to be able to get around a huge long stack of tables in our box truck. We have other ones that are a loop. They're not open-ended, so they're a loop, and we slide them around the stacks of chairs, so that way we don't need to connect them. We just slide it around and ratchet strap them that way. It seems to work much better, and staff have an easier time using them. So these are all kind of things to consider. I'm more favorable to the ones for the truck that are the 2-inch versus the 1-inch. They're stronger, and the ratchet themselves, they're easier on the hands. So, but that's for my personal preference, and they're a little bit bigger. So I find that they're a little bit easier to work with. Maybe you don't have them all in your truck, and keep a box of 4 in your office to replace the ones that get broken. For me, on Amazon, I get the ones that are a full loop, and we really like them. And they are the 1-inch, so I don't love them at 1-inch, but they're used in-house. So for me, it's a lot easier because we don't open and close them as often as the driver would in the truck, because he's in and out of there pretty much all day long, right? If you order carnival machines, just as popcorn, cotton candy, snow cone, all those types of machines have the supplies in stock. I make sure I have my pink, my blue floss, my blue and red syrup for the snow cone. I have the popcorn kernels. We have the bags. Whatever it is that you carry, have it in stock. We sell the cones for the cotton candy. We don't do the bags. So whatever supplies you use and send out to your clients, have that in stock. For us, this is currently important for these machines because it's now May. By end of May and early June, a lot of the schools, mostly the elementary, like grade 6 and under schools, will have a fun day, a family fun day, or a spring fling day, or some fun day for the kids. And these machines really, they go out all the time. On those weeks, they are out 100%. And, all the different schools are fighting for the same equipment, right? So you want to be able to supply and be ready, because sometimes you have a rain date cancellation. Another school may call and say, hey, we're having ours indoors. You can still send it out there. So these are all things to think about. Other things to look at is your day-to-day supplies. What is it your business needs for plastic bags? For we have some glass boxes we still put clear bags on, but majority have lids. Garbage bags, soap for the dish pit, soap for the laundry, soap for cleaning the floors. All these things, they take time to go get when you're busy, and when you're busy, it is the last thing that you need. Why add that stress to yourself in your crazy time when you have now time to stock up? At least get a couple of months worth. That way when you're at the store the next time you think you're getting low, you can always pick up a bit of a replacement. But be ready and have everything as ready as you can be for your season right now. Cleaning your inflatables. We just have the inflatable games. We don't have bounce houses. Now that we are above freezing temperatures, we can actually set them up outside. We can spray them down and then pressure wash them and really give them a good cleaning. I know we did some of them in the fall, and then we had a flash freeze, so that kind of ended that. We have a couple more to go, which is fine because we can do it right now. And then, making sure that they are aired out really well before you roll them back up so that they're not going back wet, because if they go back wet, you have a good chance of them becoming moldy. And the last thing you need is having a moldy game. The checking all your carts for your chairs. If you have table carts, also check those. We don't have them. We just have carts for our chairs. Checking all the wheels. Some of our carts, the wheels get damaged, and we've found replacement wheels that seem to work really well, and we put them now on. We take off the old wheels that are basically a flat tire, because some of the rubber is worn off and it's really flat on one side, and we take those wheels off and we put new wheels on. This extends the life of the cart, and I think these wheels actually are a lot better than the wheels that come with the cart. So yeah, it's an expense, but you know what, having wheels on a cart that don't work also sucks. If your plastic tables didn't get a really good scrub down in the end of the season, now is the moment to basically line them up outside, spray them all down with a nice strong cleaner, pressure wash them all, wipe them all down, and get them all back inside. Having that really thorough cleaning at the beginning of the season at least gives you a little bit of buying time for when you have to redo it again. I mean, we try to wash, of course, between every single order. Sometimes in June that's not possible because we're picking up and going right next to the next client, and we kind of spot wash what we can. But spot washing, it's never as good as a total spray down and pressure wash, right? So if you have the time, we just line them up on the wall outside, spray them, let it sit, pressure wash, and somebody else wipes and puts them back inside. Another thing to really look at to be prepared for the season is to recount some of your most popular items. And those popular items, are going to be, for me, would be the plastic chairs that are white and black. Those are our most popular, of course. Our most popular wine glasses, our dinner plates, our cutlery, and our most popular linens, like all of our white and all the different sizes. Same with the black, same with the ivory. So those three, I will recount now to be sure that we're not missing any. And for linen, our linen person on the most popular whites, ivory and black linen, we have an overflow. We always have, I think she keeps an extra five, I think, of the linens. So which is great, because you just never know when you get one back that is damaged and it takes time to get a replacement in, or it is so incredibly dirty that it needs to go through the wash cycle multiple times to get it clean. You just never know what you're going to get back, right? Glassware, same thing. We keep an extra dozen or 2 dozen, depending on the style of the glass, in overflow. We do not count them as part of our inventory. This, as breakage comes in, we take from there, and then we can keep going. Once there's no more to take, we have to start reducing inventory by 24 and getting 24 back into the overflow, or 12, depending what it is. Same exact system for plates, same exact system for cutlery. All of our flatware, like our dinner fork, dinner knife, all of them, we keep at least 12 in the overflow, so that when we are, this is also, to have this, is this when we can run our reports, when we adjust inventory, we right away can run our report to see if we're oversold on anything. This way we know in advance if I need to rush an order in to complete it for an order that's coming up down the line that has already been sold, right? So there you have it. This is my personal checklist for getting ready in our event rental business in our crazy season that's about to come up. It's, like I said before, it's a switch that just goes off. And being ready is really setting yourself up for the best successful season possible. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. Hit like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell so that you get notifications for when we release the next one. Thanks for watching, and let's make this season the best one yet.